Coffee cup cooling on the tailgate, old dog snoring in the shade of my boots. Sky wide open like a long dirt highway, heart steady beating to a simple truth. I'm free again. Wind in my face, that easy grin. Goodbye weight I was carrying. Let that old world fade behind me. I'm free again. Just me, this road, and a faithful friend. Sun on my hands, on the wheel. I'm free again.
Myself ragged most every day. Now it's porch boards creaking, kids in the yard.
This little piece of land feels bigger than the stars.
Chase clocks, town lights, and praise. Ran myself ragged most every day. Now it's porch boards creaking, kids in the yard.
This little piece of land feels bigger than the stars. Dust on the mailbox, coffee in a paper cup. Dad's old Chevy in the driveway, tailgate's already up. Screen door slams, you're laughing, bare feet on the dewy ground. Map folded on the dash there, radio turned down. Backroad memories, rolling like the miles we leave behind. Windows down, we're singing, sunlight spilling through the pines. If I ever lose my way, I know where I'll be, chasing down those backroad memories.
Hay bales in the distance, cows lined along the fence. You point out your old schoolhouse, say it still makes perfect sense. Stop at that little red store, 2 colas and a bag of ice. You say this is all I needed, back when life was just this nice.
Backroad memories, rolling like the miles we leave behind. Windows down, we're singing, sunlight spilling through the pines. If I ever lose my way, I know where I'll be, chasing down those backroad memories. Kicks up in the mirror, but I don't mind what we pass by. turns a little clearer why you've always loved
this life.
Backroad memories, rolling like the miles we leave behind. Windows down, we're singing, sunlight spilling through the pines. Sun up on that gravel lane, coffee steaming window pane, boots by the door, red dust on the floor like every day's the same.
Old dog chasing butterflies, radio hums, soft and kind. You laugh in the hall, I lean on the wall and let the world pass by.
These dusty miles have been good to me. Every rut, every turn taught my heart where to be. Hand in hand on this old dirt road, these dusty miles, they're leading us home.
Mailman waves, he knows my name. Fence posts lean, but still they stay. Kids down the creek, bare feet in the weeds, skipping rocks like yesterday.
You hang sheets on the sagging line, sun paint stripes across your smile. I'll walk up slow, wrap you in my arms, and we dance there for a while. These dusty miles have been good to me. Every rut, every turn taught my heart where to be. Hand in hand on this old dirt road, these dusty miles, they're leading us home. Someday we might drive on past the county line, still find that same soft light in your eyes. 'Cause
Wherever your laughter fills the cab like a song,
every dusty mile we travel feels like where I belong. These dusty miles have been good to me. Every rut, every turn taught my heart where to be. Hand in hand on this old dirt road, these dusty miles, they're leading us home. Blind whistle on the rail, boots kicked up, old truck tailgate, dust on the road just hanging still. Small town sky so wide, it feels like grace.
God know where I gotta be, just this worn out flannel in the breeze. Neighbor waves from his rusty Ford, says, how you been? I say better than before.
Easy going, like that creek just rolling past the stones. We take it slow, let the good Lord handle what we don't. Sun on our shoulders, hearts wide open, yeah, we're doing fine. Easy going, one small blessing at a time. You walk out in my old cab, two mugs in your hand. I love that laugh, dog asleep on the welcome mat. sleeping time with my heart beating fast. Easy going, like that creek just rolling past the stones. We take it slow, let the good Lord handle what we don't. Sun on our shoulders, hearts wide open, yeah, we're doing fine. Easy going. We've had storms, we've had hard years, still ended every fight right here. 2 chairs, 1 view, same prayer, thankful for the quiet that we share. Easy going, easy going. The sun on the hood of my old Ford truck, steam from the thermos, coffee in a paper cup, gravel piping under these worn out tires. Same red dirt road I've driven all my life.
Fence posts leaning, cows along the wire, mailbox rusted, leaning a little higher.
My neighbor waves big from his beat-up John Deere, been saying morning 30-some years. This is where I belong, with the creek running low and the day rolling on, where my name's just my name, and they know who I am by the hat and the hand, yeah. The world might be wide and loud and strong, but right here, where I belong. Mama's on the porch with her apron tied,
Hanging clean shirts on the clothesline wide.
Dad's old boots by the back door mat. He ain't here now, but I still talk like he's coming back. This is where I belong, with the creek running low and the day rolling on, where my name's just my name, and they know who I am by the hat and the hand, yeah. The world might be wide and loud and strong, but right here, where I belong. I tried chasing big town neon for a while,
Brand new boots, but they never fit my style.
I missed the screen door slam, that supper time call. Guess it took leaving to feel I had it all. This is where I belong, with the creek running low and the day rolling on, where my name's just my name, and they know who I am by the hat and the hand. Sun's barely up on that red dirt road. Coffee in a jar, dog by the window, dust kicks up in the rearview glow. I'm humming your name as the cornfields roll. Drive me home, back to that gravel and that front porch swing, to your bare feet dancing in the early spring, where the screen door creaks like it's singing along. Yeah, that's where I belong. So baby, drive me home. Old mailbox leaning like an old friend's grin.
Your blue truck parked where the yard comes in.
Wind chimes tapping out a soft backbeat. I swear I feel you before eyes even meet. I've seen bright lights, high-rise sky, but they fade out fast. Don't feel like mine. Give me 2-lane lines and your hand in mine. I'm already home by the time we arrive. Drive me home, back to that gravel and that front porch swing, to your bare feet dancing in the early spring, where the screen door creaks like it's singing along. Yeah, that's where I belong. So baby, drive me home. Coffee in a paper cup, dust on my old boots, sun climbing over fence posts, gold across these fields of roots. Map folded on the dashboard, wind rolling through my hair. I ain't got much, but I've got time and this blue sky everywhere. Open highway, take me slow, past the county line. I know every mile feels like a friend, waving me on around the bend. Open highway, leading me home, even when I roam alone. Long as I can feel your line, I know I'm doing fine.
Radio quiet, I'm humming low that song my granddad sang. Barns leaning like old men, weathered wood and family names. Truck bed full of nothing much, just a cooler in my faith. Every turn and every bump shakes loose yesterday.
Open highway, take me slow, past the county line. I know every mile feels like a friend, waving me on around the bend. Open highway, leading me home, even when I roam alone. Long as I can feel your line. Gravel pops and the creek runs under the little bridge near the fairground sign.
I roll the window down and wonder
How many hearts you've carried down this line. screen door creaks, coffee on the stove, dust on my boots, but my heart feels bold. Old dog barking at the mailman truck, same old gravel, same old luck. Mailbox leans like it might give in, but it's held my name since I was 10.
Mama's roses climbing that fence, rusty swing where the summers went, sun on the hood of my beat-up Ford.
Yeah, I know every crack in this porch. Home again, where my story started, where the fields roll out like an old best friend. Home again, every breath is honest, I can feel my shoulders start to bend. All that weight I carry falls right off in the wind.
Home again. Dad's old hammer on the workbench shelf, coffee cans full of nails he kept, kitchen wall marked in pencil lines, every inch we grew over time.
Sunday talk in the shade of that oak, Grandpa's laughing the words he spoke. I've chased miles that never made much sense, till I turned this truck back over that fence. Home again, maybe I'll roam, but this red clay road always leads me home. I can lose my way, I can break again, still I hear that screen door calling me in. Home again, home again. Yeah. Sun coming up on that old red barn, steam on my coffee, field full of corn. Dog on the porch just watching the road. Nothing in a hurry, taking it slow. Quiet highways talking soft to my wheels, fence posts and hay bales telling me how life feels. Every mile a memory rolling under clear blue skies. On these quiet highways I remember who I am inside.
Neighbor waves once from his rusty Ford, kicks up some gravel, then he's gone like a cord. Radio low with a hometown band, singing about heartache, hope, and the land.
I've chased those bright signs, I've worn that thin grin, but out where the dust flies I can breathe again. Just me and the blacktop, a long country line. The sound of the gravel sets my heart in time. I've chased those bright signs, I've worn that thin grin, but out where the dust flies I can breathe again. Just me and the blacktop, a long country line. The sound of the gravel sets my heart in time. Coffee in a chip blue cup, screen door sings when it opens up. Old dog sleeping in a patch of sun. Same dirt road, day one to day one.
Small town
where everybody knows your granddad's name.
waves at you from a rusted Chevrolet.
Stories in the dust that the tires kick up off the ground.
Small town
Where Sunday bells and Friday night games hold you when the world goes strange. I'm rooted like the oak by the fairground. Small town. Hand-painted sign says fresh sweet corn.
kids chase ice cream down their arms, still warm.
Gas pump clicks, old men swap the scores. Wind chimes laughing on the hardware store porch.
Small town
Where everybody knows your granddad's name.
waves at you from a rusted Chevrolet.
Stories in the dust that the tires kick up off the ground.
Small town
Where Sunday bells and Friday night games hold you when the world goes strange. I'm rooted like the oak by the fairground. Small town. Maybe I'll wander, chase some bright new place, but I'll keep this gravel in my suitcase. 'Cause every time I hear that distant train sound, my heart turns back down Main, back to this
small town.
sun peeking through the pine road, steam rising off my coffee cup. Dog chasing dust down the driveway, old Chevy warming up. Mailbox leaning like it's laughing, wind chimes talking about the breeze. Nothing fancy, just a gravel lane, but it feels like everything I need. Southern roads, dust on my boots, faith in my soul, windows down, that blue sky rolling every mile, bringing me back home. Southern roads, where my worries fade and my roots grow. I might roam, but Lord, I know my heart belongs to these southern roads.
Neighbor waves from his tractor, slow smile, sunburned face. Kids drawing maps starts in this place. Church bell ringing in the distance, reminding me about Sunday grace. I turn the wheel past the cotton fields, let the breeze sing Amazing Grace.
Southern roads, dust on my boots, faith in my soul, windows down, that blue sky rolling every mile, bringing me back home. Southern roads, where my worries fade and my roots grow. Am I wrong? But Lord, I know my heart belongs to these southern roads. Some folks chase their silver cities, bright signs, crowded nights, big dreams. I just need this wooden fence line, crickets tuning up in the trees.
When that wide world feels too heavy and I've had more than I can hold,
I find peace in a tank of gas and a long ride down these roads. Southern roads,
dust on my boots,
faith in my soul. Southern roads, southern sun on the hood of my old Ford truck, steam from the coffee in a chip blue cup, boots by the door, dog on the step, morning on the porch swing, life at its best. This dirt road, this front yard, hand-me-down Bible and a mason jar. It's where my heart learned how to live, where they give more than they ever give. It's a grace and a goodbye kiss. Yeah, this is where home is.
Mama hums low while the skillet bows. Dad's at the table with the county crop top.
Mail in a stack, bills and fair flyers, neighbors wave past in their dusty old tires. This dirt road, this front yard, hand-me-down Bible and a mason jar. It's where my heart learned how to live, where they give more than they ever get. It's a grace and a goodbye kiss. Out in the fields when the daylight fades,
I hear my name roll across the hay.
I could roam every map they print,
But I'd still drive back to this little fence.
this dirt road, this front yard, hand-me-down Bible and a mason jar. It's where my heart learned how to live, where they give more than they ever get. It's a grace and a goodbye kiss. Yeah, this is where home is. Coffee in a travel cup, sun just clearing that red barn roof. Old dog barking down the road, waving at a neighbor in work boots.
Dust kicking up behind my truck, the radio low, but my heart's tuned up to the sound of this small town breath and the open roads ahead.
Open roads ahead, blue sky for a ceiling, gravel under tread, wind carrying my feelings. I don't know where I'll land, but I know where I've been led, with this old map in my hands and open roads ahead.
Mailbox full of feed store ads, same faces at the diner door. Mama said, son, don't you rush, you can love this life and still want more.
So I packed a bag in my old guitar, kissed her cheek in the gravel yard. She smiled and nodded her head. Go chase those roads ahead. Open roads ahead, blue sky for a ceiling, gravel under tread, wind carrying my feelings. I don't know where I'll land, but I know where I've been led, with this old map in my hand and open roads ahead. Maybe I'll find a Newport swing, different stars, same kind of night, but I'll carry this dirt on my boots, this town in the back of my mind. 'Cause leaving ain't leaving at all,
It's taking the best I've been fed,
letting hope ride shotgun on these open roads ahead. Open roads ahead, blue sky for a ceiling, gravel under tread, wind carrying my feelings. Morning dust on the county road, coffee steam in the window glow. Old barn leans like a tired friend, mailbox paint starting to bend. You tap the dash at that gravel turn, say, funny how these miles still burn. Rusty signs still point us home, faded words on weathered chrome. We might change, we might roam, rusty signs still point us home. Still point us home. That diner light flickers over pie, same old jokes, same old high. We count trucks on the railroad grade, swap small town dreams we never quite made. Maybe life just scrapes the shine, leaves a little truth in every line. You take my hand, say look around, all this rough edge love we found. life just scrapes the shine, leaves a little truth in every line. You take my hand, say look around, all this rough edge love we found. Gravel popping under these old truck tires, coffee in a thermos, steam in the morning air. Your flannel on the seat, folded by my side, that sunrise pulling me back there. Homebound miles, every white line says your name. Rust-red barns and weathered signs, all pointing me your way. Homebound miles, rolling under me like prayer. I left for a while, but every road keeps leading me back there. Windmills turning over fields of corn, mailbox numbers drifting by in a blur. Radio low, some lonesome story, but every chorus sounds like you and her. I know that porch light's burning like a small town North Star. I can almost feel your hand in mine, each curve of this old road home to my heart. Homebound miles, every white line says your name. Rust-red barns and weathered signs, all pointing me your way. Homebound miles, rolling under me like prayer. I left for a while, but every road keeps leading me back there. Coffee steam on the screen door light, bare feet on a cool wood floor. Old dog snoring in the corner, boots by the mat from the day before. Simple days, they fit me like this old blue shirt. Little fray on the sleeve, little red dirt. Nothing fancy, just your hand in mine. Sun on the porch, taking our sweet time. Simple days, that's all I ever hope to find.
Mailbox leans by the ground.
That's how gardens grow. Simple days, they fit me like this old blue shirt. Little fray on the sleeve, little red dirt. Nothing fancy, just your hand in mine. Sun on the porch, taking our sweet time. Simple days. Someday we'll be greater, slower, rocking in these same two chairs, telling stories to the quiet air about how rich we were. And in simple days we shared. Simple days, they fit me like this old blue shirt. Little fray on the sleeve, little red dirt. Nothing fancy, just your hand in mine. Sun just clearing that old red barn. Coffee steam on the tailgate rail. Dust kicks up as I hit that gravel. Map folded on the passenger seat. Long road, gonna take me where I'm going. Long road, got a way of always showing. Every fence post, every milestone feels like home on these long roads. Wave at a neighbor on a rusty tractor, radio low, singing half the words wind through the window, warm and easy. Sky so blue it don't seem real.
Long roads, gonna take me where I'm going. Long roads, got a way of always showing. Every fence post, every milestone feels like home. Might get turned around by a winding river, might slow down when the rain comes in, but this old truck and a trusting heart always find their way again. Long roads.
Gravel pops under these old boots. Mail truck leans by the general store. Pete's dog sleeping in the June sun. Screen door squeaks like it always did before. Out at the end of town where the blacktop turns to brown, I know every fence post leaning, every Sunday dinner sound. Out at the end of town, that's where my heart sits down. If I ever lose my way, it's where I'll be found. Out at the end of town.
Mama's quilt hangs on the clothesline, radio low in the kitchen there.
Granddad's cap on the back porch railing, like he just stepped out, but he's still right there. Out at the end of town where the blacktop turns to brown, I know every fence post leaning, every Sunday dinner sound. Out at the end of town, that's where my heart sits down. If I ever lose my way, it's where I'll be found. Some folks chase them bigger skies and some far off shiny place. Me, I got all the stars I need in these same old faces, same old grace. Out at the end of town, out at the end of town. First light on the dash, gravel dust in the beams, coffee in a paper cup, chasing little roadside dreams. Fence post leaning, old red barn, blue sky spreading past the farm. My hand riding on the wind, smell of hay and summer skin. Roadside dreams, rolling with the white lines, fields of green running through this heart of mine. Every mile feels a little more like me, kicking up small town dirt on my roadside dreams.
Handwritten sign says fresh peaches. Kids wave big from the bleachers. Pulled off trucks selling sweet tea. Stranger nods like they know me. Maybe I ain't got it all planned out, but the sun keeps rising on this route. If I break down, I'll just stay a while, trade a story for a smile.
Maybe I ain't got it all planned out,
But the sun keeps rising on this route.
if I break down, I'll just stay a while, trade a story for a smile. light on the mailbox, thermos by the door, keys hang on a nail, same as before. Gravel pops under these worn out tires, dust in the mirror, sun climbing higher, coffee in a travel cup, steam on my hands, sky wide open over this old farmland. I'm still driving down these familiar lines. Every fence post feels like a friend of mine. Might not know where this whole road is winding, but I'm still here, still rolling, still driving.
Mailbox names I can say by heart, folks on porches giving half-wave starts, talk of rain and how the crops might do, same old worry somehow always new.
I'm still
Driving down these familiar lines. Every fence post feels like a friend of mine.
might not know where this whole road is winding, but I'm still here,
Still rolling.
Some days I wonder if I missed my turn, if there was some big sign I never learned. Then a red barn roof and a field of corn make me glad I stayed where I was born.
I'm still driving down these familiar lines. Every fence post feels like a friend of mine.